in the heart of the Indian Ocean, on the island of Madagascar. A future queen was born around 1778. She was named Ranavalona, a child of the marina aristocracy. Her early life was shaped by the political intrigues of the royal court. As a young woman, she was chosen to be the first wife of the ambitious king Ranavalona I. Ranavalona was a modernizer, keen on forging strong ties with European powers, particularly Great Britain. He invited missionaries from the London Missionary Society to establish schools and spread Christianity. Ranavalona watched these developments with a growing sense of unease. She believed these foreign influences were a threat to Madagascar's ancestral traditions and sovereignty. In 1828, King Ranavalona I died under mysterious circumstances, leaving a power vacuum. Ranavalona had designated his young nephew as his successor. However, Ranavalona, with the support of powerful conservative nobles, had other plans. She executed a swift and ruthless coup d'etat. Her political rivals, including the young heir and his mother, were systematically eliminated. She ascended to the throne, taking the regnal name Ranavalona I. Her coronation marked a dramatic shift in the kingdom's direction. One of her first acts was to reverse Ranavalola's pro-European policies. She declared her intention to rule Madagascar independently, free from foreign interference. The Queen championed a policy of self-sufficiency, or autarky. She sought to modernize her nation, but on her own terms. To achieve this, she enlisted the help of a shipwrecked Frenchman named Jean Laborde. Laborde, a skilled engineer, was tasked with establishing a modern industrial complex. Near the capital, a sprawling manufacturing center was built. This complex produced a wide range of goods for the kingdom. Factories churned out soap, textiles and pottery decoct. More importantly, they manufactured modern weaponry. Guns, cannons, and gunpowder were produced locally, reducing reliance on foreign imports. This industrialization was powered by a system of forced labor known as formidable. Citizens were required to work for the state in lieu of paying taxes. This system allowed the Queen to maintain a large standing army of up to 30,000 soldiers. The army was well equipped with the weapons produced by Laborde's factories. Ranavalona's foreign policy was confrontational and isolationist. She famously repelled a French attack on the coastal town of Foul Point in 1829. The heads of the defeated French soldiers were displayed on pikes as a warning. This victory solidified her reputation as a fierce defender of her realm. The Queen viewed the spread of Christianity as a particularly grave threat. She saw it as a Trojan horse for European colonialism. The Christian faith challenged the divinity of the monarch and the sanctity of ancestral traditions. In 1835, Ranavalona officially banned the practice of Christianity for her subjects. This edict marked the beginning of a severe persecution of Malagasy Christians. Missionaries were expelled from the island. Those who refused to renounce their faith faced harsh punishments. A traditional trial by ordeal, the tension, a poison test, was used to determine guilt. The accused would swallow the poison along with 3 pieces of chicken skin. If all 3 pieces of skin were vomited up, the person was declared innocent. If they were not, or if the person died, their guilt was confirmed. Thousands of Christians perished during this period of persecution. The first Malagasy Christian martyr, Ranavalona, was executed in 1837. Despite the danger, the Christian faith survived underground. Ranavalona's policies created numerous internal enemies. In 1845, she faced another major foreign challenge. A joint Anglo-French force attacked the coastal city of Tamatave. Ranavalona's well-trained army, using their locally made weapons, mounted a fierce defense. the European forces were once again repelled, suffering heavy losses. The heads of the fallen European soldiers were displayed on stakes along the beach. This victory further cemented Ranavalona's control and her anti-European stance. For years, she maintained a strict ban on trade with the offending nations. The Queen's only son, Prince Rakoto, held very different views from his mother. Secretly, he was sympathetic to the Christians and favored reopening ties with Europe. In 1855, Rakoto co-signed the Lambert Charter. This charter granted a French entrepreneur, Joseph-François Lambert, exclusive rights to Madagascar's resources. The charter was contingent on Rakoto ascending to the throne. In 1857, Lambert, along with other Europeans, orchestrated a plot to overthrow the Queen. They intended to install Prince Rakoto as the new king. However, the plot was discovered before it could be executed. Ranavalona, furious at the betrayal, expelled the Europeans involved. She chose to spare her son's life, though his involvement was known. The incident further deepened her distrust of all foreigners. Her final years were spent in increasing isolation. The kingdom she had fought so hard to protect was internally fractured. The population had declined significantly due to warfare, forced labor, and the Tangena ordeal. Queen Ranavalona I died in her sleep on August 16, 1861. Her 33-year reign had successfully preserved Madagascar's independence. She was succeeded by her son, who took the name Radama II. Radama II immediately reversed his mother's policies. He reopened the country to European trade and influence. He upheld the controversial Lambert Charter. His liberal policies were deeply unpopular with the conservative nobles who had supported his mother. In 1863, after a brief and tumultuous reign, Radama II was assassinated. His death plunged the kingdom back into instability. The subsequent rulers were unable to resist the growing colonial ambitions of France. In 1896, France officially colonized Madagascar, ending the Marina monarchy. Ranavalona I's legacy remains complex and controversial. To Western historians, she was often portrayed as a bloodthirsty tyrant. To many Malagasy people, she is a national hero. She was a ruler who fought with unwavering determination. Her goal was to protect her nation's sovereignty at any cost. Her methods were often brutal and unforgiving. She prioritized national independence above all else. Her reign was a 33-year-long struggle against the tide of European colonialism. She successfully kept Madagascar free during her lifetime. The story of Ranavalona is a testament to a queen's fierce will. She chose isolation over subjugation, tradition over foreign faith. Her industrial ambitions were remarkable for their time. She built an army capable of defeating European forces. The Queen's personal beliefs were deeply tied to the spiritual health of her kingdom. She saw the ancestors as the true guardians of Madagascar. Her rejection of Christianity was a defense of this ancestral order. The persecution she unleashed left deep scars on the nation. Yet, her resistance to colonial powers was equally significant. She remains one of the most powerful female rulers in African history. Her story challenges the simple narratives of colonialism. She was both a nation builder and a destroyer. Her reign was a period of intense innovation and intense suffering. The fierce Queen of Madagascar carved her own path in a world of encroaching empires. Her name, Ranavalona, echoes through history as a symbol of uncompromising sovereignty.